Say hello to Mama.
Hi, everybody. Beans and rice, it looks like plantains.
Alright guys, so I have a guest today. Say hello to Charles. Charles, my dear, first of all, thank you for coming to be on the show.
Thank you for inviting me. Thanks.
So let me give you a little bit of background about Charles, all right? I met Charles when Jada was in that parade. Remember Jada was in a parade on Cinco de Mayo. Charles came down to the parade route to see what was that beautiful sound coming off of that float. That's exactly what you said.
Yeah.
And he saw Jada, he gave Shanika, Shanika was carrying the banner, he gave Shanika a card and asked Shanika to have us call him, and I did. And since then we've been fast friends. So about a couple months, right Charles?
Yeah, it's been, what was that in?
May?
Yeah, May.
June, July?
Yeah.
Oh, almost 3 months.
Yes.
Yeah, time's been flying. So Charles, we're gonna cook today. But
Okay.
I also want to be talking with you while we're cooking.
Okay.
So just relax.
Okay.
Charles says, I don't like being in front of the camera. I'm always behind the camera.
That's right.
You're
I'm a
going to learn
photographer.
today. You're going to learn
I do
today.
videography and photography myself for my magazine.
Yes, yes. So Charles,
Yes.
let me tell you what we're going to do, and then I'm going to
Okay.
start questioning you. I'm going to give you
Okay.
20 questions.
All right.
We're going to make a chicken salad, and you could do this with tuna, you could do it with crab meat, whatever
Okay.
you tend to like. I didn't go with tuna today because I wasn't sure if you were going to like fish. I'm always like mindful of that. I'm not a lot of people like fish.
Love it.
And so you love it. Okay, cool. But you could do it with tuna. What we're going to do, I'm going to give you half of this bread, and I'm going to use half of this bread so both of us can build it, all right?
Okay.
So let's just set this aside right here. And let's build our salad. So we're gonna make this chicken salad. It has a thing here with recipes too, I guess. Look at this one.
That's what I need.
Oh, look at this one. We could
Chicken
we
chili.
could have done this one. Oh, look at all these recipes. Well, you know you guys are gonna see recipes off of this real soon. That's what I do, you know. Because if you've been doing YouTube for 7 years,
Okay.
you're gonna start running out of recipes, so you have to start scouring things for recipes. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash this off, because my mom taught me to always wash the tins, because when you see rust on it, sometimes it's not rust, it's rat pee.
Right.
So let me wash this.
Same thing goes with soda pop.
Yes, yes. So Charles, tell the people what you do for a living. Why you
Well-
wanted us to reach out to you.
I don't know if I do it for a living or more so a hobby. I am the editor and publisher of City Pride magazine. I've been doing it for the past 12 years. I started in 2006 in the Los Angeles area, really out of my church in the city of Carson, the City of Truth Ministries.
Did you do it when you were still employed? You weren't retired then, right?
Oh, I was retired.
Oh, you were retired. All right.
Yeah, I was
House
retired and
supervisor.
just,
No, just a
wanted to do something in the community. And so I
Okay.
was working for another newspaper, and I was going around taking pictures at the schools, the parades, the city council meetings, and different events. And I started, when I was looking at the pictures, I seen so many good things going on in the community, and things that really made you proud. So, I said to myself, well, why don't I start a positive magazine that just focuses on the good things that are happening in the city that has a reputation for being really bad. Because I was down in South Los Angeles in Compton, and those areas that just all the news coming out of there is just kind of negative.
That's what you told me. You
Yeah.
said it was. There's enough bad news to find.
There's enough
You made sure that you were looking for the good news,
I
right?
found a lot of good news, and I built my publication on it for the last 12 years, just focusing on the good things happening in the schools, the churches, the city halls, and even in the streets. There's a lot of good things in the community, but people are trying to change that negative image.
Right, right.
So I've been doing it, like I said, for 12 years. I started it in the Los Angeles area, and now I have expanded to the Inland Empire, covering Pomona,
Because this is where you live now, right? The Inland Empire?
I live right here in
Did you see what
Fontana.
all I put in our salad? I put some celery, some diced up onions, and some sliced up, what do you call this, like cherry tomatoes.
I
And
should
this
have
is,
my notes and write this down.
this is so easy. Just put anything colorful that you like and crunchy
Okay,
that you
okay.
like. So you could change out some. This is some serrano pepper. I'm not gonna put too much because I don't know how you can stand the heat. I shouldn't really be eating the heat
Wow.
because I told you I'm having gallbladder surgery, right? In a
Yeah.
couple of days. We're
Yeah.
taking this like 2 days before the surgery, guys. I don't know when I'm gonna upload it. Might be tomorrow, might be next Monday, but you will see it pretty soon. Let me go ahead and grab the mayo.
Okay.
I go this way. I'm always moving so that you don't have to move. No, when I went to the store just though, because I have trouble with mayo,
Okay.
I found all types of mayo. I didn't even know they existed. They had mayo that's based off of avocado oil,
Okay.
mayo that's based off of olive oil,
Okay.
and then they have regular mayo, and then they had the Smart Balance non-GMO oil, light mayo. So it's low in fat.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do today so that I can eat
So
a
what
piece
is
of
your
the same
problem with
you.
mayo?
The gallbladder. It can't
Oh.
process fat or spicy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
it doesn't have stones. It just stopped working.
Oh,
And
okay.
and they say gallbladder issues are definitely from what we've been eating all our lives. So I did it. I'm taking the blame for it. So what I'm gonna do is just put some mayo in this, add some mustard to like make it a little bit tart, and we're gonna toss it, and then we're gonna build it in the bread. But continue talking because I love what you're telling me about this magazine.
Well, I can talk about my magazine forever.
Joshua, show some of the display right here with the magazine. Joshua's running camera for me today, guys. Thank you, Josh.
Because I really love what I'm doing, because I always been involved in helping the community. And this gives me an opportunity to really show a positive side. Of,
Now, why did you
innocent.
tell me earlier that you don't know if you're doing it for a living? Is it because it's strictly on donations, or?
Yeah, it's strictly on donations. You know, when I started it, I really didn't have the financial resources to get going. So I've been doing a lot on my own. Okay, I'm the writer, I'm the publisher, I am the sales and marketing person.
Wait. You wrote this whole thing?
Yeah, I write everything, and then I
God.
go and do all the stories.
I read so many of the stories. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Is that why you only put it out every other month?
That's why I do it every other month, because it's a challenge trying to put it out every month. And you know, it's by it being a magazine, a format, it's easy to do. You know, every other month, and really, I never run out of good stories. I never run out of information. And sometimes I do have writers that want to write
I was
something.
just going to ask you that. Tell me what me and my viewers can do to be of help, to help you get this thing going.
Well, your viewers can first look at the magazine, City Pride Magazine.
It's online?
Online.com. Okay, we have online publications and we do print. They can look at the magazine and see what it's all about. The magazine speaks for itself. I can't talk enough about it, but you know, I feel good about the.
What I want you to do is go in here, and then just kind of dig out the flesh.
Okay.
But leave me the outside.
Okay.
But don't throw it away because we can always toast that and make croutons. You know what I mean?
I'm learning something.
Yeah. This is just like
And I
something
used to be a cook
fun.
myself.
Like if you have guests over to the house and it's hot and you don't want to do a whole lot of things. Yeah, so go ahead about what the people can do to help. They go online.
Yeah, they can go online. They can see the magazine and see what we're doing, and they can contribute whatever they want to write about. They can, if there's something about the schools or the church or their family.
What do you do if they
or their dogs? I even got an article in this new issue about a doggy party. A friend of mine had a doggy party in Hollywood.
What do you do if they contribute? Do you like give them credit or something by their names or whatever?
Yeah, credit. For young people, it's good to have something published. Okay, when they're looking for scholarships and things like that. Or anybody is really good to have something published. So
right.
I am a publisher, and it's just good to just contribute. Once you see the magazine, oh, that's beautiful.
You want to build it? Put some. Yeah. Just grab the fork there and just put some in. Let me get all this bread out the way.
Great.
I'm gonna save this and toast this to make croutons.
Oh,
Over here at the Bear Pantry,
just
so
stuff it in that hole right there. All right.
We don't waste nothing, Charles.
I know, that's right. You make croutons out of that?
That's what I'm gonna do. And this bread holds up pretty good, even cold from the fridge. I like this bread.
And this looks good.
So that tin really did great, you know, with stuffing it in there, so we don't need more than that one tin.
Yeah.
If it were tuna, I think I would do 2 tins. Let me try to get some of the spatula. So Charles, let me tell you something about this. When I'm doing the cooking show, the hardest part for me is when I'm done with these things, is to get outside and get a good picture, because these people that live here, they're my family, but I say these people that live here, they want to eat it right away. So let's set it here. I'm going to run outside and take pictures. You can follow me and see all that.
Okay.
And then when we come back in, we're going to slice it the way we want to serve it. Thank you. And then we'll continue chatting, all right? So let's go outside. All right, guys, so we did our pictures, and Charles see what I do, because he sees why I have that table outside, how I work with the sun, the way the sun's hitting the house, why I put it on this thing, the wood cutting board, because I love to see bread on a cutting board. So we cut up one of them, the one that Charles made, and look, this is how it's supposed to be served, okay, Charles?
Okay.
So, I mean, if you're trying to avoid bread, this is something you do, like if you're having guests over or something.
Yes.
It's easy, it's cold, you can put it in the fridge and the bread will serve up nice cold also. And like I said, you can change out the meats and stuff. You can put a heavier fat mayo if that's what you like, maybe a sandwich bread.
Yes.
Those are just ideas. Oh, you know what you can do with this too? You can make it sweet. You know, this is savory, right?
Yes.
You can make it sweet by putting grapes, apples diced up, cranberries, you know, the dried cranberries, raisins, and then maybe you can put a little bit of sugar in the mayo, and then it'll be like a sweet thing. If that's, you know.
A little sweet relish sugar.
Yeah. So see, just put anything that's colorful so that it presents well. Because, you know, eating is not just with the taste buds, it's with the eyes too. You know, not just the smell. So I want to recap. Joshua put the camera on the stand for us. I want to recap what Charles was saying. One, if you want to help out the magazine, you can view it online and share it so other people can see, right? Just like my YouTube videos, that's how you want to do it.
Yes.
2, you can contribute a story, all right? And then 3, you were saying something else.
Well, 3, you can join our magazine by doing work with us. We're always looking for sales and marketing people.
Okay.
Where you can make a little extra money selling advertisement.
Do you pay by commission?
You pay by commission, 25% commission.
Oh wow,
And
that's
you
pretty
can,
good.
And you can do that anywhere. You can. We're also looking for interns, young people going to college or in high school that like to write and do photograph.
And editing too?
Editing, all of this, yeah.
They would get credit? They could get
they can
for
get
it?
credit,
Okay.
yeah. And you know, eventually, you know, as the magazine grows, they can really get a permanent job, because this publication is growing. It's you know, it's anointed and it's touched, and it can't do anything but grow. So.
Charles is like I am. Any place I go, Charles, I can talk about my YouTube channel.
Yes.
Because it's food, right? So you can just start talking, well, this is what I do, show me what you do. You know,
right.
So I was excited when I met Charles, because after he gave Shanika the card and I reached out to him, he asked me some you know, background on Jada.
Yes.
And I was able to tell him Jada's story about her, you know, doing everything for Fontana at first, got sick, got better, got back into the music. And he's like, I love that story. I want to put it in because this is have a positive story I'm looking for. And he put her in his very next magazine. We met him Cinco de Mayo. The next one was coming out in June, and he put her in. And that's the one Joshua showed with Meghan Markle on the front. She was so happy with that. She goes, "You put me in the magazine with the Black Princess, Mommy."
She is an extraordinary young singer. I love it from when I first heard her in the parade. I turned around and said, "Where is that?" I thought it was actually a recording. And then when I saw her singing in the parade, I said, "Wow, I've got to find out who this is." You know, everything just kind of happens for a reason. Just happened to be at that parade. You know.
And since then, Charles, you know, everybody that we meet, Charles, I feel like God, like you just said, God put you in my path for a reason, and I hope He put me in your path for a reason. And He already made a connection for Jada. This is the thing that she's going to sing for on August the 12th. That's on a Saturday. I'll put the flyer here so you guys can see. And if you're in Southern California, or even if you're like all the way to San Diego, or maybe as far as Fresno, and you're coming this way, if you're further than those locations, I would say, you know, we understand if you can't come because it's hot and everything. But come on out and support them. She's only going to be doing 3 songs for that event because Miss Kathy had other local artists that she had already lined up, and Charles met her, kind of late in the game, but still, she wanted her.
Yes.
And I love the way she does business. She already had us over there. We met DJ, saw the setup, saw everything. I just really, and she stays on top of it. She'll text you and tell. I love it. I love the way she does business. So Jada will do 3 songs there with Calling Her Friend, and we're looking forward to that. Yeah,
Great
yeah.
opportunity.
And I know it'll be a hand-in-hand thing right here because as Charles remember more people that he needs to introduce us to, he'll do so. And I told him, anything I can do for you, let me know. So I wanted to do the show so you could promote the magazine. Did you cover all the topics? I want to make sure you didn't miss anything.
Well, I just want to let people know that this magazine is not my magazine. It's for the community. It's for everybody. And once you look at the magazine, you can see yourself in it. And that's why it was so easy to put Jada in, because we have to recognize our talent and what we have in the community. People shouldn't have to wait till they're a superstar to get into
I love that.
publication.
I love that.
It's a community magazine. It's not just mine. It's everybody's. And my ultimate goal is to take it around the world. Okay, that's why it's called City Pride.
Right.
Okay, it could be
go to any city.
You can go to any city. And,
okay.
And it's just.
So watch us in Paris soon. Or like in Cardiff, Wales. I'm just throwing cities out there. Australia.
But what about the city that you're born in?
In Belize. Oh my God! How could I forget Belize? Of course. We can take it to Belize too.
There's so many things that you're proud of.
Yeah.
In the city, and that people need to know.
Yeah.
And it's going to create jobs, and I just feel good to be able to start it. It's bigger than me. It's going to outlive me, and I'm just glad that you invited me here.
I'm glad you could come. I'm glad. We always try to do something. We try to do something simple when guests come because I want you to have an opportunity to speak.
Yes.
But I wanted to ask you something really quickly. I'm going to wrap up this show.
Okay.
But I have a bread that I wanted to show you. Are you game to making some bread? Are you chicken? Are you brave?
No, I'm not scared of nothing. I'll try anything.
All right, I want because you said you had a bread maker, but this don't need a bread maker.
Okay.
It's like so simple to do, very few ingredients. You get your hand in it, and I'll show you. When it's too wet, when it's too dry, and then boom, you're gonna have bread to eat later tonight. You want to see?
Yeah, I want to see.
So Charles is gonna stick around, and we're gonna do another video with Charles. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, the whole shebang, and say hello to Charles, all right? And I'll put everything in the description that he spoke about so you guys can know how to support Charles and the City Pride magazine. Bye. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Bear Pantry Talk, for reviews and family vlogs. Also, follow us on social media. All links are in the description below.